Hello, this is Dr. Solange. I'm here to talk about all things clinical research. I'm also here to educate, to connect, to collaborate, and to inspire into action. Today, we will be talking about the exciting role of clinical research associate, which is also called the CRA or a site monitor or just a monitor. So, what are the levels? You would see level 1, which is CRA 1, 2, 3, senior CRA 1, senior CRA 2, and some companies even have principal CRA. Some CRAs are career CRAs, which means they just want to be CRAs for a lifetime, and some CRAs end up having contract jobs. It's all up to you where you want to sit and based on your experience. What are the qualifications? The qualifications are to have a bachelor's degree, preferably in science, which is biology, chemistry, biochemistry, anything science is great. Higher level degrees are even better, like MD, PhD holders, pharmacists, nurse practitioners, nurses are truly celebrated in this field. The other things that are also required are soft skills like time management, organization, project management, great communication, both oral, verbal, and written. Other things that are also good to have, especially just to get you in the door, is having some kind of experience in research. That could be in academia, that could be at the site level as a clinical research coordinator, which I also call CRCs, or a CTA at a sponsor, or at a CRO, which are contract research organizations. So let's jump into it. CRAs are managed by line managers, which are their administrative managers. They just ensure that the CRAs do their own in-house trainings. They ensure that the CRAs are traveling the number of hours that is agreed on their contract. They ensure that if there are any performance evaluation issues, the line manager would address that and also ensure that they have some kind of career progression. At the study level, most CRAs are managed by CTMs. Those CTMs just sit above the CRAs and ensure that they respond to any questions regarding the study. These are the people that would approve the CRA's report. Let's get right into the role. So what do CRAs do? CRAs travel. 90% of CRAs travel for work, and the standard number of days is 8 days in a month. So this 8 days in a month is dependent on the projects that they are on, which are really the protocols, the studies that they are on. Most CRAs would be on 2 studies. Some CRAs are just on 1 study, others on 3, but the standard is 2. And this is based on the monitoring plan. You would know how many days you should be on site. In general, it would all total to 8 days on site per month. Let's break it down into 2 different sections because CRAs either work from home or they're at the site, or they're traveling. So let's talk about at the site level. When a CRA goes to the site, they have 4 major things that they PI, which is the principal investigator. This is the person who's responsible for the study at the site level. They want to meet with the pharmacist and review or monitor the IP and ensure that there's enough at the site, ensure that they can facilitate more supply to the site. They want to make sure that they have enough lab kits at the site to facilitate all study procedures. The CRA also has to train the site. So that studies, there are visits called SIVs, which are site initiation visit, and this is a training visit. The CRA generally spends about 4 hours training site staff on the specific protocol and all the nuances that are related to that protocol. The other thing that a CRA also has to do at the site level is to review the site binder and ensure that everybody's trained, ensure all staff is delegated appropriately, and everybody's doing what they need to do. The last thing that a CRA has to be thinking about is the safety of the clinical study subjects. So how do they do that? They ensure that the studies subjects are properly consented, ensure that no study procedure was done prior to being consented. They also ensure these subjects don't have any AEs, or if they do have any AEs, they are properly documented. The last thing that the CRA has to be thinking about is if there are any SAEs and if those SAEs are reported in a timely manner. And the CRA also has to source data verify, which means that the CRA has to compare source data to data that's been entered into the EDC, which is the electronic data capture system used by the sponsor to review all study data. The last thing that is the CRA has to do, no, we have a few things, is to start their report on site so that they are capturing every information at the site level appropriately and accurately, because it is very important. And if there are any deviations, the CRA has to capture that data, the CRA has to document that and has to retrain the site accordingly. Once the CRA is done at the site and is at home, the CRA then has to respond to any questions from the site. The CRA has to respond to any questions or any queries from the study team. The CRA has to finish their report and submit it and ensure that it's reported. The CRA has to plan their trips coming up. So all these things are done at home. I hope that this is a better overview of what the CRA's role really looks like. The other thing that I would love to talk about is their salary range. CRAs generally make from $70,000 to $150,000. Contract CRAs can make up to $200,000. And their sponsors would often give bonuses, and they have other bonuses attached to the position. What positions can you think of after being a CRO? If this video is being watched by somebody who's already a CRA and thinking of their options, then the roles that they can think of would be lead CRA to train them into the CTM role, or CTM, or the roles that they could apply for after being a CRA for a number of years would be a line manager. We have a training program for CRAs. We generally do the training every couple of months. We have the next class starting in January 2024. Please reach out to us via email, and the email address is info@bloomtrialsrecruiting.com. Again, info@bloomtrialsrecruiting.com. And the phone number would be 214-893-6372. The number is 214-893-6372. Please don't forget to subscribe, connect, comment, share, and like. Please also don't forget to send us any questions or any collaborations that you may have. Thank you.